Next talk of conversation, 49ers defensive coordinator. Now, I haven't like I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really been keeping up with 49ers defensive coordinator stuff because I'm kind of just fed up with it. Like we got Wilkes, we let him go. Then we got Sorensen and we let him go. And I'm like, oh my gosh, can we just bring in someone that's good? Only person that comes to my mind, Robert Saleh. Right? Robert
Mm.
Saleh, 100%. I've seen some other names, Dennis Allen, the guy you mentioned yesterday on Grant's podcast, the guy Cleveland Browns. What's his name again?
Well,
Mike Pellet?
there's
No, Pellet, something Pellet.
Mike Pettin. Mike
Mike
Pettin.
Patton. That's what it was.
He was the
He
Browns head
was
coach
Browns.
back in the day.
That's what it was. Yeah.
A lot of people want Jim Schwartz, who's the defensive coordinator for the Browns, but he's under contract, so he's not going
Yeah.
anywhere.
There's all these names, and I do think Robert Saleh would be a great fit. It's just I definitely do think our defense would be better. I don't think Robert Saleh would be the same Robert Saleh. And I feel like after this season, we'd have one season of Saleh and then we'd have to move on again, which I wouldn't mind that though, because I don't mistake me if I'm wrong. We would get a draft pick if we let go of Saleh again, right? So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'd be
that's
able to
literally the
double
only
dip on that. Yeah.
that's the only thing I'd be excited about. But who do you want to be the 49ers defensive coordinator? Because for me, it's Robert Saleh. That's the only person I want, and maybe Dennis Allen, but I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, I love something outside the box. To me, like the whole run it back thing is just it's not that intriguing to me. That's why I mentioned Mike Pettin is somebody that I would like to get. Just somebody who's I like aggressive defensive coordinators, guys that are going to press man and disguise things, and I just love that, man. That's those are the defenses that I loved growing up. You know, the Baltimore Ravens and
Yeah.
those teams that were just super aggressive, and that's where he learned
Mhm.
was for the Ravens back in the early days and then went to the
Yep.
Jets, and so I just like that style, but I do think that Robert Saleh is the safest pick because he
100%.
knows this a lot of the guys in this locker room, he obviously works with Shanahan. He knows the culture of this team, and so as much as I would say, "Hey, I would rather go this direction," I think the most important thing is that they do have to start cranking out these interviews because a lot of people have said, "Well, if Saleh's not there, just go get Ulbrich. That's the closest thing." If Saleh
Mhm.
gets a head coaching job, what makes you think Ulbrich's not just going to go with him?
Exactly.
So now you're going to miss out on both of those guys. So you don't get Saleh, you don't get Ulbrich. Now what do? You've just been sitting on your hands waiting. You've got to get these interviews taken care of. And I think the most important thing is not only for the defensive coordinator position, but the special teams coordinator position.
Yes.
You
Yes.
have to get guys that know what they're doing,
Of course.
guys that you can trust. I don't know if you remember this, but right before they were going into that Super Bowl, there was a lot of reports coming out that Kyle Shanahan was heavy in the defensive room leading up to that Super Bowl, helping game plan more so than he ever had. He didn't trust Wilkes apparently, and so he was spread very very thin. He had to do the offensive game plan, the defensive game plan. You need to get somebody that you can trust so that you can run the offense. And of course, you're the head coach. You peek your head in, you make sure the game plan is what you want, you talk
100%.
through it, you discuss it, but you shouldn't be coming up with the whole thing from scratch. You've got to get people that you can
No.
trust because this offseason, this year, there's a lot of pressure on this regime. I believe there's
100%.
no way you can miss the playoffs again and not have
No.
people upset. So,
No. I also think too, I feel like I don't know if it's just me. I have this take from time to time.
mhm,
I feel like we need a coordinator that's not like energy. That's one thing that I like to talk about with Robert Sala, Ryan. Like those two guys brought so much energy to the sideline, and I
mhm.
think our team needs that. Sorensen, like with Wilkes, we saw Wilkes sometimes he got hyped on the sidelines, and I was like, okay, let's go. This Sorensen guy, not once did I see him go like, let's go, let's go. And I feel like the Niners thrive off of that. Some teams they don't need that, but I feel like the Niners as a team, we need a coordinator like Saleh that brings energy when something good happens. It's like something good would happen this year, which a lot of wasn't that many good things, but I feel like Sorensen's like, okay, good job, guys. We need a guy that's like bringing energy, helping our defense out. I just feel Sorensen, he was kind of just bland. He didn't bring anything to the defense that we usually need. So I don't know if that's a stupid take from my part. I just think we need a guy to bring energy.
I don't know that it's a stupid take. I think a lot of people feel the same way, but
Hmm.
to me, like that's an indictment on somebody. No matter how you want to slice it, you can say that's an indictment on Kyle because he doesn't bring that. or you can say that's an indictment on the players for needing that. I mean, at some point, these
Yeah.
guys, Kyle's making $14 million a year. These
Yeah.
guys are making a ton of money. If you need somebody to be a hype man for you and you can't function any other way to be at your best, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're not necessarily guaranteed to get that. If Robert Saleh and Ulbrich go somewhere else, maybe there's another guy that's like that, but also maybe there's not. Maybe some guys are just really good schematically. I mean, shoot, if they had gotten Vic Fangio, I don't think anybody's
Yeah.
arguing how good he is. He sits in the booth. He's
He
an
sits
old
in the booth.
crotchety man,
Yeah.
and he puts it together, but he
Yeah.
balls, man. That defense
Is
is
amazing.
humming in Philadelphia with tons of injuries. Doesn't matter. Vic Fangio has a game plan for everything. You just got to get a guy that's going to put you in a position to win. If you need a hype man, then go hire a hype man. I don't know.
I just feel like I understand, like, yeah, that is stupid too, because like I do feel we need a guy that brings energy, but you guys are getting literally paid money to play a sport. You guys shouldn't
Mhm.
be getting hyped. Like, I do agree with you with that, but I do think Robert Saleh is our best bet to be, which I want. I want him so bad. Like, that's the
He's
only
the
guy I
best
want.
cultural fit. He
One
is.
hundred
I mean,
percent.
it's just there's no doubting
I
that.
feel like he'd be stupid though to take a head coaching job. Like, you want to go to the Jaguars or the Raiders?
I mean,
And
but
you
at the
talk
same
you
time,
you talked about the Jags yesterday, and I kinda agree with you, but it's like, man, I understand he wants to go get a head coaching job, but it's like, I feel like if he goes to the Jags, he's gonna be one and done there. He's gonna be one and done there. There's no way he's flipping that team around. There's no I don't even think I don't like the best head coaches ever, I don't think they're flipping that team around. That team is really bad, really bad.
no, you might be right about that, but I also think like, what if he comes here and it doesn't? What if they're the ninth ranked defense? Is that going to be good enough to get him another head coaching job? Like, probably not. He just
No.
may never get another opportunity. You have to jump on those opportunities when you have them, especially when you already got fired once. Like, you're going to get one more chance at this, maybe,
Yeah,
if you're lucky. If that opportunity arises, he has to take it. He does.
yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I think we're gonna get a defensive coordinator after the Super Bowl, even though we should try to get one right now. I just have a feeling we're not really. I don't know. We'll see.
And hey,
But yeah,
you, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more 49ers football content just like this.